I have got some wonderful training for you today, for you to learn about, to get some information and to expand your CEO muscles. Because the more that we focus on our development for our business, the better for you. Presentations that I'm going to be talking about today, which is really informative, and I know that you're gonna love it as well. So welcome to episode 4, and this is about today. It is about 10xing your healthcare business, your nursing agency. Learn some contract strategies to scale and grow your staffing home care healthcare business. Okay, it's recession proof. We've got a lot of people going through redundancies and losing their jobs, and it's an awful time for some people at the moment. And this is why healthcare businesses is recession proof. It is a good business model to go into and to do, because care is always needed. Okay, and it's providing the quality care with positive outcomes is also the other aspect of this as well. And I just wanted to point that out, that quality care is important. Okay, so I just want to be talking to you about the systems that you've got. You need a system to enable your business to be effective, for it to work as well. Okay, so I'm just going to cover a few things today. Okay, so like I said, you need to 10x your mindset. Okay, what's your goals for 2023 that you're going to increase? And you need to really double that goal, okay, in order for you to reach that goal. Okay, so another aspect is it has to be in alignment with what you want for your goals, because if it's not in alignment, then you're not going to feel it and you're not going to make it happen. Okay, so you want to look at the learning about effective business alignment techniques. Okay, collaborations across different areas of your organization, and to streamline your business efforts. Okay, employ alignment strategies. That's staff members that understand what your strategies are, your management team, for example, your project managers, okay, your operations manager. Okay, improve efficiency, and you will improve retention, productivity. You'll receive bigger margins for your business and promote positive outcomes, and you'll enjoy the functionality of your business, your new business model. Okay, so is what you're doing currently in alignment with what it is that you want for 2023? Now, you need to look at whether what you're doing currently at the moment, is it working? Is it profitable? If so, what is your profit margin? Because there are certain types of contracts where your profit margin is higher, for example. Okay, so the next thing I want you to think about is, for example, your customer base. You need to grow your customer base. Increase output, okay, will also increase your success. And you need to increase your sales effort and make sure that they're measurable goals. Okay, you need to look at what are the analytics that can help you improve your business, because without this, how are you going to measure and know that you're growing and what's working and what is not working at the moment? Because sometimes we're so busy working in our business, we're not actually working on our business. Now, when I went for a walk the other day, I could see a beautiful bird, an owl, for example. Yeah, and it's a hawk, and it's looking down to see what's going on ground. Okay, now, are you doing that in your business? Are you like that hawk, where you're able to see clearly what's happening in your business? because you've got the right strategies in place, you've got the right team in place, you've got the right management, the right project manager, the right operations person in your business, and also your staff members, that they understand what the company's alignment is and that they align with that as well. Otherwise, you're going to constantly be fighting against it. Okay. So I've created an AI software to help care providers and partner organizations from, collaborating together. Okay. This is in alignment with healthcare organization and partners for us all to work effectively together. Okay. The levels that are needed. Okay. It's business analytics. And this also helps establish success for that organization, which also includes the levels of staffing needed within a given period of time within that year. So, for example, January, a client could need so many staff members. What is the records from previous as well as current data, and amalgamating them together to create a predictable outcome of preventing staff shortages as much as possible. Okay, so what is your alignment strategy? What is it that you can provide that's going to provide a successful organization? Okay. Another thing, what is your core values? What are your core values? What is your company's mission statement? Okay. And you need to communicate your core values and make them central to your operations. I have got my mission statement even goes back 30 years ago. Okay. That's how big my mission statement is. Okay. But you can do a mission statement which is 5 to 10 years long. Okay. But mine's a larger one because I like to look at where I am now and where I've come from as well. Okay. So what are your core values? Okay. Communicate your core values and make them central to what you do. When all of your staff understand the priority of the business, they're more likely to align in your efforts. Okay. And also they'll operate within a set standard of those expectations. Communication, that's important with your staff members, as well as with your clients. Okay. Communication. So everyone within the company understands the short and the long-term goals of the company. You meet frequently with your team managers and leaders, ensuring that goals are being met. And that's weekly, monthly, quarterly, 6-monthly, every quarter up to 1 year. And you're constantly measuring, are we still on target? What's happened? If we're not on target, what has happened? Something you would spot that something's not being done to create that shortage where you haven't met that target. And if so, you need to review that and then implement. Okay, and see, it could be a staffing issue. It's hard to say just by talking, but you'll be able to see what is wrong. And I've got a spreadsheet which I have an operations sheet for everything that I do, and you should have that in your company. Create a spreadsheet, and we'll be going through these things over the next couple of weeks, for example. Okay, create a spreadsheet of your operation, list them on the spreadsheet, and then you're going to color code them, either red for not done or danger, iceberg issues, orange for in progress, kind of getting there, but it's not completed yet. And then there's green for completed, it's working extremely well. There's simple things that you can do if you don't have the necessary software. Then there's things which you can create spreadsheets. So Another one is, for example, you can develop successful managers who understand the company's goals. Okay, communicate well with your team and value what the organization's efforts are. Okay, and promote the company's values. Okay, you want to ensure that you're promoting. These strategies are important. You want employees to feel trusted, supported, and valued. And also they need to be better equipped, software, etc., to create the community within the organization with a shared purpose. Okay, you want to ensure staff understand the company's goals, the vision, and the mission statements that you have created as an organization, because this is your DNA, it's your bloodline for your business. Okay, you want to use KPIs. You want them to be reliable, and you need to stay consistent with the matrix that you collect. And this can improve the value of your data. Okay, you want to be able to create an intelligence capability of the delivery that you're actually providing within your organization, so you can assess your company's performance. Okay, so you want to 10x, another one, 10x your business models of services that you provide, and then market your services. For example, you may be strong in one area, but what if you was to lose a particular contract? What if you had a contract with the government, for example, and for whatever reason they feel that your prices are too high? Then they may want to do an evaluation because it's not meeting the government's agenda. So, you don't want to just rely on one type of contract. Get multiple ones, okay? Like for me in 2008, I had a government contract, and then it was for 4 or 5 years, and then my price suddenly became too high for them. So then they were looking at another organization who would do it for a lot cheaper. So you mustn't rely on just one contract. And plus it was 2008, there was a recession as well. Okay, so don't just rely on one contract. I mean, thank God I didn't. I had private clients which was the same number as what I did for the government contract that I had. Okay, and this was just one government contract that this happened. So you don't want to just rely on one particular contract, okay, because we have to ensure that as business owners that we are doing the best for our business. This is your duty as the director, is to do the best for your business, not to just settle for less. You want to be at the highest level that you can be, highest performance, highest level, and highest margin. Okay, yes, of course you're going to have the volume, because volume creates a good income, for example, but look at your levels, your margin levels, because sometimes what people do is they tend to get a contract and they stay at this level and they can't grow anymore because they're still stuck at this level, and because they've been so busy trying to maintain a particular contract which is perhaps more stressful and for less margins, and the staff are being paid less. For example, instead of looking at a contract which is a private contract, which could be higher, and then that way your profitability is not just average, just meeting people's wages and the bills, for example, and a little bit left over, because you need a lot of volume to make it profitable if you're doing it at this level. Okay, so you want to look at what other contracts can you get that's going to bring you to a higher level, like a 75% level, for example. Okay, so what are your measurables? Okay, what are your business models that you're providing? Okay, so don't just be doing one contract, become strong in multiple different levels of contracts. Okay, so the level of service, you can provide personal care, generic personal care, you can provide specialist service, mild, medium, high needs, continuing health care, renal care, diabetic care, dementia care. What specialisms can you provide as an organization and be known for those specialisms, for example? Okay, so let's have a look at another one. Most care providers, they're not marketing. So what marketing are you currently doing to get you more clients? If you want to type in the chat box, what marketing are you doing? Now, we all are online now because you're here online with me today in the group. Okay, so what about marketing your services on TikTok? You could be doing podcasts. We've got an organization that has got a podcast studio that can do podcasts, and that will be discussed in the next couple of weeks. You could be doing Facebook post videos, reels, for example. You could be doing Pinterest, LinkedIn. You could be doing adverts, your local news, email campaign from a database that you've created. Your staff can be your marketing for you, as well as vehicles. The list goes on and on and on with marketing. What is your sales cycle? How do you monetize? How do you look for prospects? How do you nurture your potential clients? And who are your potential clients? Who are your ideal clients? You can type in the chat box who your ideal clients are. And you want to communicate with them online. And you can do this via email, phone call, conversation, for example. You want to be scaling your business all the time. As the business owner, when you go into your office, that's the first thing you should be saying to yourself is, how can I get more clients? And work on that. Don't get involved in the busyness in the office, because people will always pull you away from what you're meant to do as a director. Look at your job description. Do you have your job descriptions as direct? I've got my director's job description. I've got it on an action plan or in a diary of what I'm going to do Monday to Friday. Okay, but am I following it every single day before I start getting involved in the day-to-day stuff? Because that really is what the managerial side is, unless you're doing manager as well as being the CEO. If you're doing CEO and manager, then you need to first thing work on, obviously make sure you deal with any emergencies. But if you was at 4 o'clock in the morning, you'd be able to work on your business. And then at 7 o'clock in the morning, if you're on call, for example, then you would then be able to work on your business. So have you all filled out the time plan where you are writing your time of when you're going to be working on your business and in your business, for example? Okay, so do fill out that time plan if you haven't done so already, because this is where this is the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I see all too often directors working in their business and not on top of it. So then they kind of lose their way of what they're doing day to day, and the business is actually the ones leading them. Okay, just wanted to make sure that live thing was showing still. So you want to be working on your business and not in it, unless you are the manager as well, for example. But you need to separate. Okay, you need to work on it at a certain time and then work in your business at another time. Okay, so this is why it's important for you to list the things that I'm talking about today and put that as your job description. For those of you that don't have it, and for those of you that do, then make sure that you've got all of these lists, which is not exhaustive, that I've got plenty more to give you. Make sure that it is on your list of things to do each day. Because this is where I see my 7-figure clients, multiple 7 figures, are focusing on this. Because otherwise you just get dragged into things and your time just gets sucked away. Okay? Like I said, you should be looking at email campaigns, 10x in your marketing. Okay, you want to know what tools you need in place to be able to market your business. Okay, whether you hire someone to do that, we do marketing for healthcare anyway, but you can hire someone to do that, or you can do that as well. Okay, so like I said, your sales target. Okay, how are you monetizing? How are you looking for clients? What is your nurturing? How do you build relationships with your clients? Okay, if someone's interested in your services, how do you, as a business owner, care provider, how do you nurture them so they want to use your service and not use someone else who's down the road, for example? Okay, like I said, you can communicate online, emails, phone conversations. You want to be scaling all the time. How many hours are you working on your business? I'm not in it. I'm talking about working on your business. Okay? You need to follow a proven system and use the time you have, and you can hire the staff because you're just one person. You may have multiple directors. Okay? You may have project manager, you may have operations, but you need to make sure that they have got the correct job description that matches for what you are wanting them to achieve, so that when you have your meetings, your monthly targets, that everyone is working to the same agenda. Okay? So like for me, I'm here to build a scalable program and to change 1 billion people's lives. Okay? And I know that seems like a tall order, but when you think about it, you change 10 people's lives, those 10 will then change another 10. So it becomes spreadable, for example. So when you've got your clients folder now, it's important for you to list all the things that you're going to need within your healthcare organization, okay? And this is obviously for someone who's just starting out, okay? So what goes in a client's folder? Information about your company, okay? You want clients' records, assessments, financial. What rates are you going to be charging? You know, that you've agreed with the client. What are the admission notes that you've taken as well? What multidisciplinary teams, and I'm just listing some of the items that you need to have on a Word document, for example, to be able to create the client file effectively. Okay, we have some copies which I'm going to go through in our training anyway, and I'm going to provide you with some items, some files, what should go into a file, for example. But I'm going to talk to you about what should go into a file at the least amount. Okay, so what rates are you charging? What multidisciplinary teams? Social workers, for example, nurse, GP, for example, safeguarding board, any councils that you've got the contract with, what was agreed, for example, care notes, reviews, medical records, medication records, next of kin, household members, emergency contacts, because you don't want to wait till, midnight, then you're suddenly calling around thinking, who am I meant to be calling? Okay, all these things have to be in place anyway. Okay, contingency plans. Now, what contingency plan happens within the service user's home if, say, the electricity was to suddenly stop, or the gas was to leak, for example, or there was an injury, for example? Okay. Admission details. Spot checks, I refer to them as making sure that the staff member has arrived on time and that the client is happy with the service, KPIs, key performance indicators, to show that the level of service is what was delivered and agreed upon. Okay. Any reports, reviews, agency profile, on-call sheet, out of hours, who do they call? Care plans. So keep it up to date. Any outdated files won't do you much good when it's midnight and you're standing in the middle of an emergency room, for example. Okay. So again, what should go into the patient's file additional? So the care recipient's medical history, diagnosis, physician, allergies, health history, surgeries, other medical conditions, medication list, financials, again, insurance information, private medical insurance, prescription plan, Medicare, Mediaid, for example, long-term care insurance, dental vision insurance, legal documents, and a living will if they have one. Also, again, information about the company, client's records, assessments, durable power of attorney for the healthcare, also known as healthcare proxy, power of attorney for finances, contact information for recipient's lawyer, for example. So you can create a database, but what you need to do, directors, every single day, this is the first thing you should be doing when you get in your office or when you start work, is what sales can I make today? Who can I market today? Okay, that's the first thing you should be thinking about. Okay, what is the monthly invoice that you want to be doing, for example? Okay, and create a 12-month plan. Okay, now you can create a database by approaching insurance companies, consultants, law firms, legal nurse consultants. They can give you work as well, or know of organizations that can give you work, especially for those that have had medical negligence, for example. Okay, whether it's short-term or whether it is long-term needs. Okay, look at private equity firms, and I'm giving you some golden nuggets here, so make some notes. You can watch this replay afterwards and make some notes. Okay, get a Word document open and make some notes. Okay, because you're here to learn. This is training, okay, that I'm providing you. Accountants, private hospitals, specialist care providers, there's care directories, caregivers, portals that you can sign up on, which I'll be going through some training, contracts training in this group. Okay, you can also look at getting a calendar and like Acuity or Calendly, and start putting these things in. Put them into your calendar. Don't just have a piece of paper, even though I do. I have a piece of paper and a calendar. But, you can have your calendar every day. Okay? We have got a live, okay? It is the 3-day challenge. It's called Unlock the Vault. It's a 3-day challenge, and it's the Business Healthcare Summit. hosted by me, plus we've got some special guests on. And this is the 22nd to the 24th of February. This is called Unlock the Vault 3-day challenge, which is called the Business Healthcare Summit. And this is from the 22nd of February to the 24th of February 2023 online, hosted by me. Okay, it's called Unlock the Vault. And we'll have our matriarch team as well as part of this. Okay, this will be the 7-figure Millionaires Vault for care providers ready to step into their 7-figure wealth. Okay, and this will be trained by myself, the healthcare business mentor. And we do have a video, but you won't be able to see it. So there's no point in me playing it because you can't see it. Okay, so you're not getting those special effects. So like I said, I'm really excited because this is the first ever online 3-day challenge, which is for healthcare business owners, but it's global. Okay, so we're going to be covering a lot. It's a 3-day challenge live here on Facebook in this group. It's in this group only, and I don't want you to miss out. So please write this down, put it in your calendar. You'll get an email. We're going to send an email for those of you that's provided your email, we can start updating you on things and providing you with some really good content as well. Okay, so we're going to send out emails letting people know when we've got these events, letting people know what's happening so that you can see it in an email as well as in this group. Okay, so we're going to be, like I said, I'll be showing you in real time the following. So on day 1, just drink my water. On day 1, I'm going to be showing you how to build a database of private sector clients. This is crucial. Like I said, we're all focusing on governmental contracts, but we're missing private sector contracts. Okay? I'll be showing you how to create a presentation pack so that when you attend these events, you do the work. We'll provide you with the documents. You do the work, we show you how to do it, and you'll be able to come away and you'll be able to present your organization to those that want to use your service. Okay, so we'll show you how to create a presentation pack. This is how you will stand out from the crowd. It's massive. Okay, I'll show you how to draft an introductory letter. Okay, you'll be creating your own introductory letter. We'll be putting in some keywords. I'll be talking to you about the different types of introductory letters and what goes into an introductory letter if you are introducing your services. Like, for example, for those of you that are going through registration, you need to speak with those organizations that's going to give you the work to see if there is a need. Okay, so you want confirmation of a need, that they need your services. And you can also provide that information to the government organizations that give you the license to say, hey, look, I've spoken with these organizations and they need to have our services. Just makes it more stronger. So that's day 1. So how to build a database with private sector clients as well as governmental clients as well. How to create a presentation pack. How to draft an introductory letter. Your presentation pack will be about, I'd say about 7 to 8, could be even 25 documents. Okay, and I'll show you how to do that with our template. On day 2, how to use persuasion in sales, because that is important as well. How to get in front of your ideal clients. Okay, that's important. How do you present to clients? How do you call them? What scripts do you use? How do you speak with them? How do you follow up? What do you send to them? How do you book an appointment? What items, once you've got the appointment, what do you need to send to them? We cover that as well. Day 3, how to 10x your services. And this is important. Don't just stick to one. There's so many services that you can provide as an organization. What specialisms that you can provide to make you stand out from the crowd. How to diversify your business model. So you're not just sticking with one thing and thinking, oh, I've got to just do this. No, you've got to expand and grow. That's your duty as a director. I'm very passionate about that. But you've got to do the work. Okay, because when you attend the challenge, you've got to do the work. And that's all I ask from you, is that you do the work. You do the work during the training time, and you then do homework afterwards so that you understand what it is that you've been taught. You'll also be able to watch the replays as well, okay? I'll also be teaching you about marketing wealth for your healthcare business. Only 15% of care providers are doing this. Okay, it's not like, the phone's going to just start ringing because you're registered or, you've set this business up. It's not going to just, and you've got a website. No, it's not going to, your phone's not going to be ringing on that basis. You've got to market your business. You've got to be hungry enough to find people that want your services. We'll also be talking about podcasts, how that's going to help you in your business. It will help you with your marketing. It's a no-brainer. So we're also giving away a prize worth $29,000. And we're giving away a free t-shirt for those that continue on with our services afterwards. Okay? And this is what I'm showing you at the moment. It's the rise of the divine matriarch. We have 5 stages. So unlock the vault 3-day challenge. The Business Healthcare Summit is here in the event page. Stella, maybe can you see it? Can you tell me that you can see it? Because you should get notifications from Facebook actually about this. So do click now. You can register now. I can see some people have. Okay. Registration is free. It's now open. And the date is, and you must save this date, the 22nd of February 2023 to the 24th of February. It starts at 7 p.m. UK time. And it finishes at 9 p.m. UK time. We may go over because there's a lot of information to go through, a lot of training to go through for you to learn how to do this. But this is completely new. It's completely new. You haven't done this before. And I want you to learn about unlocking the vault within you. You've got a vault inside of you that needs to be opened, and the things that you can do and achieve with your healthcare business is phenomenal. It is huge. Like I said, it finishes at 9 o'clock. So this has never been seen before. So join me for this complimentary masterclass, and I will share with you all high achievers, recruitment, nursing agency, medical staffing agency, what they're doing right now to scale their growth, short term and long term. Unlock the Vault is a 3-day challenge. We go into 90 minutes deep dive, but really it's 2 hours. And I will walk you through 12 simple steps that will take you from being the world's best kept secret to invincible market leader. So you're running a multiple 7-figure business of say 4 million turnover or more, wanting to get business quality of life in your business, you're spending up to 12 hours a day and working weekends in your business, working extremely hard. I've been there, I used to do it. But that is not God's plan. Yes, you need to work hard in your business, but how long are you going to do it for? Because when you get to 4 million, you need to really start having a team of people in to help you to take the pressure off of you. Okay? It's about business quality of life. We go into this business because we care, we're passionate, but we've also got to look after ourselves and our family, leave a legacy. So register now for this amazing event. It starts the 22nd of February every day till the 24th. So it's for 3 days, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. May go over a bit. And I just want you to be able to join us and share. I'm just going to see if I can click the link here, because this is what I want you to be able to experience. The 3-day challenge. It is free. So the link, excellent. So Claire, you've seen it. Excellent. Excellent. So let me just look at some of these messages here. Very helpful. I didn't know I was meant to. Yeah, you should. Every director should have a job description.